Welcome back to Hope's Homemade Kitchen. We're cooking for one again today. This time, 3 very simple breakfasts that you will love. First up, we're going to be making French toast made with Bailey's Irish cream. Next up, a 1-egg omelet with ham, cheese, and vegetables. And finally, I'll be blending up a very quick protein shake made with bananas, strawberries, and Greek yogurt, along with a little extra protein powder for that protein boost in the morning. Let's get started. Today we're making French toast for breakfast. Now sometimes you want to treat yourself, and I consider this a real treat. The ingredients you'll need are milk, egg, cinnamon, day-old bread, butter, maple syrup or your favorite syrup, and some powdered sugar to sprinkle on top. Also, Irish cream. It really adds a creamy flavor and sweetness to your French toast. You can totally leave that out if you don't have it or you don't want to use it. I think you'll be surprised how easy French toast actually is, even though it's a real comfort food for breakfast, kind of like treating yourself. So I'm going to start off with the coating for the French toast with 1 egg, and this is a serving for 1. You can make more or less. You can cut it in half, but we're going to start off with 1 egg. Now I want enough milk. Actually, I'm using some Irish cream I'm going to mix in with my milk. And you can just eyeball it. I'm probably putting in about 1/3 cup of milk. Depending on how much bread you have, it would soak it up or not. So to that, I'm going to add some Irish cream, just enough to flavor it. You could also add vanilla if you like. You wouldn't add as much vanilla, but just a little flavoring. And then sprinkle a little cinnamon on there. We're going to mix that up, and that's going to provide some real flavor, some essential French toast flavoring. So then I'm just going to mix it up with a fork. Now you'll see that the cinnamon is just kind of going to float in there, and that's just fine. It's going to coat the bread. In the meantime, while we're mixing this up and coating the bread, I'm going to put a couple of tablespoons of butter in a pan and let that start heating up. I had some large sourdough that I cut in half, and this is like day old. So I just want to dunk it in there, soak it really well, and probably 2 pieces of this is 1 serving. You can have more or less than that, but I like to coat it really well. Okay, our butter is melting, doing its job. It's starting to sizzle just a little bit. And I have it on about medium heat. So now I'm going to take our bread that's been soaked in the egg and milk and Irish cream and just lay it in the pan like that. So about medium to medium-high heat, you want to get those eggs cooked. This is a really more simple breakfast than you would think. Okay, looks like it's ready to flip. It's looking good. Oh, that's nice. Now, if you don't like yours that brown, I like mine with a little bit of crunch on the edges. So cook it to your desired brownness. The eggs will be pretty well done at this point. Okay, I think that's just perfect. I'm going to cut the heat. Okay, to top it off, I'm going to add a little pat of butter on top. That maple syrup that's been heated in the microwave. And then to top it off, you'll always want to finish with a little dash of sugar, powdered sugar right on top. Now, doesn't that look delicious? All right, we'll give it a little taste test. Melt that butter on there. Well, that is decadent. You definitely have to try this. It's so easy. Rich, buttery flavor, a little crunch on the edges. Drenched with hot maple syrup and butter with a little dash of sugar on top. You can't beat this for a really good breakfast. We're going to do 1 egg omelet today. You can do 1 or 2 eggs. If you're feeling like you need a little more protein, certainly put 2 in there. I have some leftover ham. I diced up a little bit of onion and some bell pepper. I also had a little bit of shredded cheese. So first I'm going to dice up some ham. You can use Canadian bacon, you can use even lunch meat ham is fine. Just however much you think you're going to eat, that's perfect for 1. Okay, I'm going to do 1 egg. If you get a little bit of shell in there, it's easiest to use the shell and just get it out rather than trying to fish around in there with your fingers. It comes right out with just using the shell as a spoon. Just whip it up with the fork. And what I do, I usually put just like a tiny bit of water or milk in with it. It just seems to make the egg a little more tender. So not very much at all. I'm going to put this ham in first and just kind of stir it around in there and brown it. You can put it in without doing this. It's perfectly okay, just whatever your preference is. I'm going to go ahead and add in the onions and the peppers. Get those softened up a little bit. And you can cook them to whatever your liking is. If you like them browned on the edges, just cook them a little longer. Now this part doesn't take very long, just 2 or 3 minutes until the onions and the peppers get soft. Okay, that's looking good. I'm going to turn it down to the lowest setting. I'm going to put that on a plate for now. That's going to be our omelet filling. Next, I'm going to add a teaspoon of butter to the pan. Let that melt a little bit. And pour that egg in. Okay, it'll cook pretty quickly. So here you want to season it. Just putting a little pepper in. I'm not going to put any salt in, but you can. The ham has plenty of salt in it. So I'm going to put the filling kind of towards the middle so I can fold it in. I'm going to bind it with a little bit of cheese. Okay, I'm going to turn up the heat just a little bit. It looks like it's a little bit too low. At the same time, I'm going to toast some bread because this will be done in just a few minutes. I'm going to fold that in. Doesn't have to be pretty, just has to be good. You want to flip it and get a little bit of brown on the other side. It's very lightly brown. That's the way I like my omelet. Okay, the omelet is done. My toast is done. I'm going to spread a little bit of avocado mash on my toast. These come in little containers at the grocery store. These are Good Foods Organic Avocado Mash. If you like avocado and you don't want to buy an entire package of avocados, this is always good. Okay, now for the taste test, the ham and cheese omelet with avocado toast. Cooking for one doesn't have to be boring, it just has to be good. That's delicious with just one egg. You can add two. It's got onions, peppers. It didn't need any salt in it because the ham is in there and it was very salty. And then with that, it's just buttery and good. A little avocado toast and coffee. We pulled out the blender for this final one. And I have an attachment for a 1 serving. So this recipe starts off with 1 frozen banana. I had some sweetened strawberries that I used on a dessert that I had some left over. You can certainly just use plain strawberries, frozen strawberries. You could even put any other fruit in here, blueberries, peaches. Okay, next I'm going to put a spoonful of Greek non-fat vanilla yogurt, some vanilla protein powder. If you use 1 scoop of this protein powder, it gives you 20 grams of protein. So you can use your judgment if you want a full scoop, half a scoop, whatever you need. I'm just going to add just a little bit of milk. And I'm just using a high protein, Fairlife, fat-free milk. Okay, I'll throw my single serve container on the Ninja and we will go. And that's all it takes. Just a quick blend, and see how quick that was? You will be on your way in the mornings. Okay, now that this is all blended up, we're going to give it a try. Now, if you're on the go, these are very convenient little containers. They also come with a drink top on it. You can just take it with you. If you're going to be sticking around the house, might as well pour it up into a nice glass. Let's give that a taste test. That is delicious. It's like a frozen banana strawberry shake. So this smoothie will give you 20 grams of protein to start off your day and hopefully last until lunchtime. Thank you so much for joining me today on Cooking Breakfasts for One. We had some really good recipes today with our French toast and our omelet and avocado toast. And now a very hearty shake for on the go or just to enjoy at home. If you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing. Comment down below with some ideas that you have for breakfast. Share the video with your friends, and we'll see you next time.